Hey guys, good evening everyone. Welcome back to our channel and today I'm going to continue our discussion on this time around the most trending stocks in the market. So before I get started, by the way, I'd like to introduce myself. This is Miss JD and you are very much welcome in my channel. In fact, if this is your first time to watch my video, I'm inviting you to hit the subscribe button and then the notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have new videos. What I do in this channel is, as you can see in my other videos, I am reviewing all the stocks. Not all, but two things. One would be the most trending stock for any given day. Sometimes I would also review stocks based on your requests. So with that, I'm inviting you to don't hesitate to drop a comment if some of the stocks may not have been reviewed yet, so I can prioritize them in tomorrow's episode. I do this every single day, so I think there's a lot of things to look forward to in this channel, and I think it's really worth that like, that subscribe, and the smashing of the notification bell. Okay, so let's get started. The first video that I have created this evening, I will put the stocks and the link in the description box, so you can also check them out. Maybe some of the stocks that are in your portfolio. Okay, so this time around, I will try to focus my discussion on the most trending stocks. So I click all stocks and then I filter the highly traded stocks today. And first on our list is JFC. Okay, for JFC, as you can see, we ended with a doji. Um, while it's true that we are still outside of the Bollinger Band, we might experience some slight fluctuation. Okay, I'm just saying slight fluctuation in the price. That would mean it is a good opportunity for us to buy some more volume if you are already uh, in this stock. Try to accumulate. In fact, accumulation stage was at this point. So right now it is starting to rally. So if you are a momentum trader or if you want to really have a sure confirmation that the stock is now bullish, this is the best time. But if you are a trader, we are currently in the short term time frame. We are already in the overbought level, and what that means is that there could be some profit taking that might happen, probably one day worth of a red, and then it will also recover. In the event it dips, okay, or sometimes because in the past few days the candlesticks are quite significantly high or huge in size. So who knows? Within the day, we can probably haggle for a few pesos. If the price does not reach this level, at least um, anywhere near that would be already a good entry price. Anywhere between 152 to 170 is already a haggle at this point. If you are to look at the weekly chart, so this is now forming my favorite pattern. If you're using a Bollinger Band, for me this is my favorite. When the stock is when a stock or the Bollinger Band is constricted, right? Then chances are once we trigger that, it gives us a significant increase in the price. If it triggers downwards, then it gives us a significant drop. So that is your cue. From a constricted Bollinger Band, the moment it pushes the price in either direction, then you will have significant moves. So look at this. This is currently the formation. What I see here is that could be a fluctuation in the price between 150 to 172. Then the next course of action is a continuous uptrend. One thing to note here as well is the uh, noticeable volume in terms of net foreign buying. Okay, so a very promising setup at the moment for JFC. Uh, this is best for mid to long-term investors, the current setup right now. So BDO, I was able to talk about this in my previous episode, and Ali was also covered. BPI. Okay, let me talk about BPI. Oh, another good story. And there is a cash dividend scheduled. So X date is October 30th. So for those people who are encountering these terminologies for the first time, so allow me to clarify that a little bit. When you say X date, and for instance, you want to also take advantage of the cash dividend release. So this means that any moment between today until October 29th, that should be the ideal time to start accumulating or start buying your shares. Now, come October 30th, when you say X date, that date is already excluded. That means, let us say on the first minute of October 30th, if you already want to exit because you are already profitable, you can still be included in the release of the dividend. So any purchase prior to the October 30th, and if the system sees you the first minute of October 30th, if the system recognizes that you have a share or this stock, then you're included. So be it just 5 minutes after the market opens and you decide to sell, you're still safe. Now, all you need to do is wait for the payment date, and that would be in this stock. That's November 26, 2020. Okay, right now, um, pretty much very similar to the other banks that we have observed. So BDO also increased in volume there, I mean in price. This too is also giving us some signs of recovery. And if you are trading this in the short term, you are fast approaching a profit taking area. Notice we jumped by 9.86% today. So people, especially traders, are already looking into um, locking in some profit. We don't really know what their strategy is, but bear in mind that if the stock in your RSI, if you're using RSI, if the stock is already starting to approach the overbought level, that means this kind of setup, the stock is already starting to show that it's a little bit pricey. Look what happened when it reached a resistance level. There was a drop. Here, it's also approaching that, and as soon as we hit this area, my take here is that if you see a red candlestick forming at that level, then that is your bearish signal. The next days could be a possible red. Now, unless you see that coming out, because right here you see this, when we approach the resistance area, you would also notice that because the candlestick's body is starting to become smaller and smaller as it approaches your resistance. Why do I say that we have to wait for a bearish candlestick? The reason for that is in a lot of occasions, if the stock is super bullish or there's really strong buying sentiment, they could easily break a resistance. So maybe that could also be a possibility in this case. So we don't really know if the market sentiment is really good or bullish in the coming days, which I am confident given the setup of our index in my discussion in the previous video. If you can also take a look at that. The recovery is starting to just manifest. So it's just the beginning of the recovery now. My take here is just try to haggle in case just there is a price fluctuation, pretty much the same thought process as what we had in JFC. If people will take profit and gives you a chance around 71.50, 71.60, that area is a very, very attractive level. So if you have some buying power, reserve that. BPI is another good bank in the country. SM also still on a sideways movement, but there's 131 million of foreign buying. Let us see if, let's say tomorrow, because There was a slight rejection that happened today. See that? It rejected this key level, which is your resistance. So in case it drops further, probably around this key area, 901, don't, if I may say, that's already a good level. That's a good area. That's how much? Around 20 peso haggle in the price. So overall, we're still doing sideways, and there will be there's some wiggle room to move the price higher. But between this and if you're just looking after the technical and you know technical analysis part, there are better setups than SM. Okay, because this one dropped significantly and it has already been climbing up uh, ever since the lockdown. So we're not at the cheapest level for SM. But if you're a long-term investor, technically we're already mid from the time it went. It's I don't know. This is a 52-week high. Um, we're already halfway there. So your earning potential is not that much, right? But definitely SM is one of the more stable companies in the country. So if you're looking at it on a long-term perspective, 3 to 5 years or even more, this could be something you may want to consider. The one thing that I'm pointing out here is that, okay, let's just use JFC as an example. Imagine how much JFC dropped. See that? Compared to SM, JFC was badly hit. But this is also a good company, right? Also, take a look at BDO. BDO was badly hit. Another good company in the country. So between, if you want to really take advantage of the potential of your investment, try to locate very good stocks. What is not covered in my discussion is the fundamental analysis. This is where you study the financial condition, financial health of the business, and you will find that either in the news section or in PSE Edge. So that is not part of the study at the moment. So if you're just basing it on the technicals, because I'm 90% highly dependent on the technicals. So between a BDO and an SM, I'd go for BDO. Between GFC and SM, I'd go for GFC because these stocks are also stable and they're badly hit. So and I can get it at a cheaper level. So that's the thought process. URC. As for URC, okay, I think this is a good story for URC, right? Provided it has to continue moving upwards because we're still not out of the downtrend. Oh, we are already somehow. Or here. No, this is it. We actually already broke out of that downtrend channel. Okay, see that? So it already managed to go beyond that downtrend resistance. So I think this is a good area. So just if you want to consider buying because of the setup, at the same time, this is one of the good companies in the country, especially in a pandemic period. Um, Consumer goods are booming at the moment. We instead of us dining out, we'd prefer to stock on consumables at home and then we eat it here. URC products are, are products with longer shelf life. For instance, noodles, coffee. I think C2 is under Universal Robina as well. So those things, these have longer shelf life, and these are the go-to products of the public. So how far are we from? Wow, at one point it even reached the 200 level, but this was back in 2015. So the entire time until 2019, this stock was on an overall it was moving downwards. Okay, so see that still good potential if you're going to invest in the stock for long term. SMPH. SMPH is also giving us some signs of recovery. So here, part of the body is already halfway, making a breakout of that resistance. But nearby there's another one. So I think, but overall, still a good level. We're still if you look at it, we're still in a sideways movement, but between previous months and the past few days, the market sentiment is really into the buying. Volume also significantly increased today with some foreign buying. So just in case, I'm still plotting it at the 31.94, just in the event, people will be locking in some profit. This is at a much healthier level. 31.94, and then your resistance is 33.89. Next one, SECB. SECB also attempting to do a breakout, Okay, probably if you want, you may want to wait for a confirmation. And another green day tomorrow is a confirmation that we are now moving in an uptrend. This is a very interesting, very good setup. Yeah, this is a good setup as well. So if you're still looking for stock positions that are looking good, this is one of them. Dito, on the other hand, is really giving us this 50-50 outlook. But let's see. There's foreign buying, so that could be it. But definitely tomorrow could be a make or break day for this stock. We're still respecting that, but look at this. This is your. It looks like it's making a flag pattern, right? So if it breaks the upper side, then you have a breakout play, momentum play. And then if it breaks down, then it could drop some more and probably reach around 540 level. So another interesting day for us to check out. Let's see what others have to say. This telco series is really entertaining me in the past few days. But personally, just also I'm very transparent here, and I do not hype. We all have different risk appetite and different objectives on why we are entering the market. So just being transparent to you, I'm also invested in this stock, and I took profit around 794 on this day when it reached this level, and then I said I'll use my buying power when it goes back to the 5 peso level, and it did not happen. So because I thought that looks like when it started accumulating here, I said this started to create a higher low. So I said it might not continue to go back to the 5 peso level. I think it's far fetched right now for it to go back there. It might take some time. So what I did 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken, this was the period. I entered around 616. Entered around 616. Somewhere here, definitely. On this day. I did not enter today. It was on this day, October 20th. So interesting day. I took a leave. Tomorrow I'm gonna be watching the market the entire day, and I don't know. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow, so that I could also probably we could have a chit chat while watching the market. So that's another. And I'll see if I will be able to wake up early. All right, so that is Dito. Make or break day tomorrow. Next one is Pure Gold. Okay, so we have a confirmed bounce for Pure Gold. This is your support. Let me see. Okay, so this is already a bounce for it. Starting to, we entered the healthy area, but we need some more volume. We need more for volume. When it reaches around the 50 level, that's a much healthier level. That means that there's momentum is starting to pick up now. At the moment, it's just starting to rise. So that's what we are looking at. But definitely, we have a confirmed bounce. So anywhere between 41 to 43 would be a good entry. Just in case the market gives you a chance right there. Okay, I think that is it for the part two of our daily stock market insights. Um, Let me know, guys, if you see value in what we are doing here, if our insights are correct. I'd love to hear it from you guys. You guys inspire me to continue this mission. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and you have a good night. Bye bye for now.